For thousands of years, humans have been at once terrified and mesmerized by the ocean in equal measure. We have relied upon these vast expanses of water for sustenance, transport, and agriculture since the beginning of civilization. Despite scientific and technological developments, however, we still understand remarkably little about our oceans and the mysteries which are awaiting discovery beneath its surface. Water covers more than 70% of the surface of our planet, and yet more than 80% of our oceans remain unexplored and unmapped. The question which inevitably arises then is this: what is at the bottom of the ocean? We hope that you enjoy learning about these fascinating insights as much as we do, and if that is the case, then please subscribe to this channel. There is no doubt that the question of what exists at the bottom of the ocean is a persistent mystery that has captivated humanity since time immemorial. We have always wondered what lies beneath the deep and inky depths of the ocean, and this curiosity has become ingrained in cultures and faiths throughout the ages and throughout the world. The ocean is an endless source of intrigue and fascination, and we've created hundreds of myths and stories about it. Mermaids, colossal sea monsters, lost cities, ancient shipwrecks, ghosts, and even aliens. Each of these tales attempting to explain what could be lurking in these uncharted waters. Scientifically speaking, there are more plausible explanations. As our technologies become increasingly sophisticated, there's a greater chance that we will be able to develop ways to send equipment and perhaps even people into the deepest parts of the world's oceans. Already, we're gradually beginning to create a picture of the type of life and formations which exist at the bottom of the ocean, and the things which have been discovered thus far are so foreign and unfamiliar that they might as well belong to another planet. The various fish, crustaceans, and invertebrates residing in the deepest depths of our oceans couldn't be more alien when it comes to their appearance and behavior. The abyssopelagic zone begins at around 13,000 feet, and it is in this area where monstrous creatures such as hatchetfish, lanternfish, and gulper eels thrive. At this depth, barely any sunlight manages to filter down from the surface, and so these fang-mouthed species are practically blind, and with their bioluminescent properties, they glow and shimmer in the darkness. The strangeness doesn't come to an end here, however. As we venture into the hadopelagic zone, which starts at a depth of 20,000 feet, the life forms become even more unusual. Each of the species here are uniquely adapted to survive in one of the planet's most desolate environments, in extreme pressures as well as in near-total darkness. The stout blacksmelt has giant eyes which have evolved to capture the finest glimmer of sunlight, for example, whilst the tripod fish lies in wait on the sea floor and relies upon touch and vibrations to hunt its prey. There are also amphipods, which may resemble shrimp, but are more than a foot long in length. The ping-pong tree sponge uses lethally sharp spikes to impale its victims, whilst microorganisms such as bacteria are abundant. In the absence of sunlight, plants are unable to grow, and so food is scarce. Deep-sea creatures instead have to wait for the decaying matter of dead organisms to sink to the bottom from the upper levels of the ocean. At these depths, every organism is engaged in a constant struggle and fight for survival in what are easily the most alien and inhospitable conditions that can be found on this planet. Humans have managed to settle in every corner throughout the globe, but the ocean is an incredibly hostile and dangerous environment wherein exploration and observation are extremely difficult. First and foremost, we rely upon oxygen-saturated air for survival, something which simply doesn't exist in sufficient quantities underwater. What's more, the atmospheric pressure at the bottom of the ocean can reach 16,000 pounds per square inch, compared to the approximately 15 pounds per square inch we experience in our homes. Evidently, this amount of pressure is going to cause considerable problems for sensitive submersibles and equipment, let alone squishy human bodies. Until we have observed and mapped out the entirety of our planet's oceans, the reality is that we will never know about everything that lies there. Less than 10% of the bottom of the ocean has been surveyed. Basically, we know more about the surfaces of the Moon and Mars than we do about the mysteries concealed within the darkest depths of these expanses of water. There is no doubt that as we learn more about our oceans, we'll discover life forms and organisms that are stranger and more alien than we could have possibly ever imagined. If you're a curious and inquisitive soul, then please like, share and subscribe to this channel for even more content.